Well, hello, St. Nick's. This is the last in a 3-week series of sermons and midweek materials, which we've called Taking Time. When we planned this series, we were originally going to call it Taking Stock. However, we thought it sounded a bit too much like an accountancy exercise. No disrespect to accountants. In fact, quite a few of my family are accountants, but we didn't want to give the impression that we were doing an audit or counting widgets. So we went for Taking Time. And the phrase was inspired partly by that poem in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and 3 particular things from that poem: a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to keep, and to throw away. So that's what we've tried to do, to take time. Thank you so much to all of you who've sent in your feedback, especially as it relates to St. Nick's. Please continue to do so. Use the Taking Time email address that's below this video. Use the midweek materials for this week. Again, they're on a link below this video. I think some of the most interesting questions around this are around that final phrase from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, a time to keep and to throw away. As we reflect on all that's changed over the last 6 months, what do we want to keep and what do we want to throw away? Just to press into that a little bit more deeply, what have we gained over the last 6 months that we want to keep? And what have we lost over the last 6 months that we don't want back? A related phrase to taking time, which we find in the New Testament, is a little phrase that occurs twice in Colossians chapter 4 verse 5 and Ephesians chapter 5 verse 16, where Paul encourages Christians to redeem the time. That's the phrase, redeeming the time. Modern versions tend to translate that as make the most of every opportunity, but the original is interesting. Redeem the time. If you listened to my sermon on Sunday, we thought about how God is a God of redemption. That means that nothing is hopeless and nothing is wasted. And so too, we are called to redeem the times that we're living through. Not to waste the moment, but to make the most of the opportunity. And we do have an opportunity here. We pray that we will never have to live through times like this again. But with the crisis comes the opportunity. And an opportunity that we may not have in the same way ever again in our lifetimes. To reassess, to keep and to throw away, to change and to be changed. God is a God of redemption. Times like these are not wasted, and we are not to waste them. So take the time, redeem the time, make the most of this opportunity. God bless.